Do you have to be out of town visiting friends? Or do you have to go on a business trip and you cannot afford to stay in a hotel? These tips will help you on how to be the perfect guest so that you do not sever or damage the relationship that you have with your hosts. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Hello, fellow Inspirers. Welcome to Inspira Central. My name is Monica. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'll be talking about how to be the perfect guest. Staying over at someone's home is something that many of us don't like because we know that every home has its rules and some people may not be comfortable having someone else in their space. But if you have to be in someone else's space for a day or 2 days or a few days or even weeks for some reason or the other, such as business, starting a new school, or some other reason, these tips will help you on how to be the perfect guest so that your hosts are comfortable in their own home and do not mind accommodating you for as long as you have to stay. The first tip on how to be the perfect guest is to arrive with gifts. Everybody likes gifts. Gifts have a way of opening the door for you and making people more receptive towards you. When you're coming, come with gifts. And these gifts don't have to be expensive. They don't have to be luxurious goods. They can be small gifts. Maybe some snack that they sell in your hometown that is not available, or homemade cookies, or something little. It doesn't have to be something expensive. Giving these gifts show that you're not just there to take from them, but you also give in return. So don't come empty-handed. Come with gifts. The second tip on how to be the perfect guest is to recognize that you're in someone else's space. You have to understand that you're coming into someone else's home, someone else's privacy, someone else's living area. And so you have to recognize this and accept it and make peace with it mentally. You have to readjust the way you think, because the way you do things in your house is not the way you're going to do things when you're visiting someone else. So you have to recognize that this is their space, and that means you have to respect them. You have to respect that space and you have to treat it well. You have to also know that they set the pace. They dictate how that home should be run. They dictate and determine how that space should be arranged. You don't go about rearranging people's homes. Neither do you go about putting your things just about everywhere. Now that leads me to the third tip on how to be the perfect guest, which is respect their rules. Every house has a set of rules. Even your home has a set of rules. And if you've not thought about it, you actually need to sit down and think about it. For instance, there are some homes where you don't come in with shoes. You leave your shoes outside. There are some other homes where they don't mind you wearing your shoes into the house, or at least holding them and taking them to your bedroom or a space they have created exclusively for shoes. Every home has its rules, and you need to know the rules of your host. Find out what these rules are. But then again, don't do it in this way where you're like, so what are the rules of this house? You're going to sound very weird, and that is going to be the strangest thing they have heard all year. So what you have to do is observe them. See how they do things in the house. See how the home is run and follow suit. Don't go about breaking every rule that they have made for the smooth running of their home. That is disrespectful. You must respect their home. You must respect their privacy. You must respect their space. And you must confirm, adhere, and follow their rules. As long as you're in their home, it is respectable to follow their rules. It is proper to follow their rules. It is expected that you follow their rules. Remember, there is this saying, my house, my rules. It's true. Their house, their rules, and you must respect those rules and follow them, just like everyone else is following them. And even if some members of the household are slacking on adhering to the rules, you don't get to make that same mistake. You don't get to have that same slack and leeway. You are a guest, and so you must act appropriately and follow the house rules. The next tip I'll give you on how to be the perfect guest is to clean up after yourself. Some people don't clean up after themselves, and that is the most annoying thing. That is one way to piss off your host, and they are going to just say in their minds, never again. This person is never coming into my house. This person will never be invited into my home. This person will never be allowed in my space ever again. If you want to keep your host comfortable, if you want to keep the environment serene, and you want to live in harmony with your host, you must clean up after yourself. What's the big deal? When you spill water, clean it up. If you happen to put toothpaste while you're brushing on the mirror, clean it up. If you happen to spill something, clean it up. Don't expect that your host is going to be cleaning up after you. That is disrespectful. That is annoying, and nobody wants that in their home. So you have to ensure that you clean up after yourself. When you go to toilet, flush the toilet. Don't flush once. Flush until it is clean. Flush until the water is clean and clear. Don't say, but I flushed, but then they can still see stuff in the toilet. You have to be considerate. Before you leave any space, look back and say to yourself, am I leaving this place clean? Is this place clean? Is this place as neat as I met it? Or is it better? Or is it worse? Don't leave any room worse than you met it. Always clean up after yourself. If you know you cannot clean up after yourself, stay in your house or go to a hotel, because the hotel staff will clean up after you. But when you're in somebody's home, when you're in somebody's space, you clean up after yourself. Clean up after yourself, because you're not paying. You're not paying to stay in their home. These people are hosting you. These people are giving you free accommodation for as long as you're there. The only way you can say thank you is by cleaning up after yourself and ensuring that you do not become a burden to them, and they don't have to now clean more places in the house just because you are in their home. That's the respectful thing to do. Clean up after yourself. And by the way, why don't you clean up after yourself in your own house? Let's talk about that, huh? All right. Now that brings me to the next tip. The next tip on how to be the perfect guest is to not make demands. Have you ever had a guest who was a diva? Like, the guest always had some high demands. They never wanted to eat what everybody else was eating. The soap that you put did not smell nice. They wanted something better at your cost. They did not like the food you cooked because I don't eat this, I don't eat that. I'm not allergic, but I just don't eat this, I don't eat that. Have you ever had that kind of guest? And I tell you, it is very annoying, right? You would agree with me that it's very annoying to have somebody who keeps making demands in your home, especially when you're accommodating them for free. Now imagine if the roles were reversed and you were that kind of guest. Imagine you were playing diva. I don't do this, I don't do that, I cannot conform, I want what I want in someone's home. I don't know how you're going to fare, because that is going to be one other fast way to piss them off and send you home or have you out of their house so that they can maintain their sanity and eat what they eat in their home. When you go to someone's home, you don't go there and start making demands. You don't go there and start setting rules. If you know that there are certain things you don't eat, when they offer those things, you can say to them, okay, this is nice, thank you. I had lunch at the conference that I went for. Thank you so much. Please, let's not waste food. Can we store this up? Or you tell them even before they present that meal that you've eaten something and you will not be having dinner, so they don't cook extra and that gets to waste. Then you go eat whatever you want outside, away from their home, where they will not know that you've eaten what you wanted to eat. If you know you have those rules. But otherwise, don't make demands. Anything they give you, eat it. If they give you whatever they are eating, eat it. If they give you whatever they are drinking, drink it. That is how to be polite. That is how to be a polite guest. Stop making demands because it's annoying. And you cannot stand yourself if the roles were reversed. The final tip I will give you on how to be the perfect guest is to live on good terms. When your stay finally comes to an end, when you have to go back to your base, ensure that you live on good terms. Ensure that you don't have any problems with your host. Ensure that the family and everybody who is in that household is okay with you. Don't do things that will leave them with a bitter taste in the mouth. Don't do things that will make them keep talking about you negatively after you have left. Ensure that you follow these tips. Clean up after yourself. Do not make demands. Do not use things that don't belong to you. Do not do anything that will make members of that household uncomfortable and wishing that they did not host you in their home. And if something happens to happen such that you and your host are no longer very okay with each other, try your best to iron it out. Apologize. Make amends. Do better. Clean up. Maybe you forgot to clean the table after you had breakfast, or you forgot to wash your plate, or you forgot to clean the bathroom floor, whatever it is. Apologize. Tell her you were in a haste. Tell him that you didn't mean it. That was not what you had in mind. And you're sorry and you'll never do it again. And ensure that that doesn't happen. But whatever be the case, make sure you live on good terms. It's always good to leave people on good terms, whether you are being hosted in their home or whether it's a job that you just quit from, whatever it is. Because we don't quite know where we are going to see these people again. We don't know how our paths are going to cross in the future. So it's always good to leave people on good terms. These are the tips that I have for you in this video, but I have more tips in a blog post that I have written. The link to that blog post will be in the description of this video. So go and read the blog post and get more tips on how to be the perfect guest. If you enjoyed watching this video, please drop a comment below. And if you have ever been a guest in someone's home, can you share some of the experiences that you had? And if you have more tips on how to be the perfect guest, please share them with us in the comment section. If you like to watch more videos that inspire you, encourage you, and give you tips on how to improve your relationships, please subscribe to this channel. Simply click the subscribe button and get subscribed to this channel today. It is completely free of charge. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe to this channel. So click that subscribe button. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified as soon as I update. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Also, please share this video with everyone, especially people who are traveling out of town and have to stay in other people's homes. Share this video so that they get these tips on how to ensure that they do not damage the relationships that they have with their hosts. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Thank you for giving me your time. I have a playlist in the description of this video. Go watch the videos in that playlist. Drop a comment on each of those videos and tell me how they have helped you. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much. Inspira Central.